For 5 days, Southern Albertans have gone through the ringer, every emotion from fear to sorrow to relief, as communities, small and large, now confront an enormous recovery. Today, their premier pledged to be right with them, announcing a $1 billion kickstart. Calgarians themselves made two powerful statements of resilience. Thousands showed up to volunteer, and organizers of the city's calendar event of the year said next week's Calgary Stampede is a go. It's a huge venture to get off the ground at the best of times, prepping Stampede Park for hundreds of thousands of visitors. But with the event set to begin 11 days from now, just look at how much tougher the task is this year. The CBC's Carolyn Dunn starts our coverage again tonight. Carolyn?
Well, Amanda, we've been out on the streets since these floods happened, and there's little doubt, you can just see behind me, that this city is battered. But people here are absolutely determined to fight back, and that begins with an event they cherish.
Let's get right now.
It's been held every year for the past 100 years. Not even the city's worst flooding is going to mess with tradition.
And we will be hosting the greatest outdoor show on earth, come hell or high water.
It's going to take a lot to make that happen. The first call for Calgarians to pitch in was expected to draw hundreds. Well over 2,000 showed up.
It's our city and people are suffering. I mean, you just want to help. You feel so almost guilty that it didn't happen to you, right?
I've only been here 7 years, but I feel truly Calgarian, and to see all these people reaching out and helping, and I just want to be part of the action.
The devastation has even captured the attention of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, who visited Alberta in 2011 and wrote today, "Catherine and I have been saddened to learn of the death and destruction. Our continued thoughts and prayers for all those caught up in the flooding. William." Premier Alison Redford announced the start of financial relief. Pre-loaded debit cards for those still displaced. $1,250 for adults, $500 per child. Oh, and $1 billion to jumpstart recovery efforts.
You know, I don't want to scare people, but I want you to know that when we talk about what's going to happen, we're talking about a 10-year plan.
Obviously, no one knows the final cost of damages, but BMO's early estimates are up to $5 billion. Such a big disaster. But Calgary's mayor is encouraging city residents to start small.
Just go help your neighbor. If they're cleaning out their basements, if you know people who could use some assistance in cleaning up their yard, just go over and help. It's a great way to start.
James Maxim knows that only too well. Yesterday, two strangers showed up and worked at his home for 2 hours. Today, the 7 feet of water that filled his home is down 2 inches.
Really a godsend situation where people have come together, acted as a team, and got the work done.
And it's that spirit that Stampede organizers are counting on to get it open on time. And I can tell you, Amanda, that people here take real pride in the Stampede in the city. So you can bet that it's going to be all hands on deck to make sure that the show does go on.
Of course, Carolyn, even when the water does recede, we know that electricity can be affected. What's the situation with power in the region?
Well, it's certainly spotty throughout the city. Here where we are right now, there is no power, but we are just getting word that the power has been restored to the downtown section, and we are told that some workers are being told that they can go back to work. Also, some C-Train officials are saying that the power could be expanded and turned on to that line to get the public transit system moving properly again by Wednesday. A very important sort of milestone in this recovery effort.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks so much, Carolyn. Carolyn Dunn.